Alright, what's going on, y'all? So I'm upstairs in my office, and I used to come up here all the time in like my earlier videos and shoot content, but these days, having like 4 little kids, you have to win the game of who can stay up the latest. Otherwise, it's just not productive to shoot video because the house is just extremely loud. But today I won. Everybody's sleeping at this point, so I figured I'd come up here, do a couple things, kind of show you guys around. Got a lot of shoes on the ground that already has been processed, and so now my system is I normally plastic wrap them, then put them in my closet. But man, just in the course of a given week, you just get so busy doing stuff that some stuff just kind of falls to the wayside. So I'll eventually put these up, and didn't really do a lot of sprucing up here because I kind of want to show you guys what reselling really is. I know a lot of times like you're out sourcing, hey, look at me, I'm cool, but man, this is the bulk of reselling right here at home, doing all the grunt work. I'm approaching like 4,000 items in my eBay stores, and as you can see, got like a lot of Rubbermaids, and they've been beefed up for the most part, bursting out of them. And usually like I'm doing like my sourcing and working during the week, and Saturday mornings is usually like one of the mornings that I try to allocate to do like the ancillary stuff, coming up here, tidying up, getting more organized. But having a family, man, it's just there's always something that takes precedence over doing that kind of stuff right there. So just kind of want to let you guys know how it really is. But again, probably this week here, probably get a chance to come up here and tend to some of this stuff up here. Got some sketchers that need to be plastic wrapped and put up. I honestly don't even know why they're just sitting on my printer. But do know why these jeans are here. These were some American Eagle jeans. These are by far like my wife's favorite brand. Got these for her. She tried them on, didn't really like how they fit, so I figured I would just bring them back up here and relist them. Haven't really got around to that right there. But if you have been watching my channel for maybe even just one video, you know I'm a big Oregon Duck fan. Been following the Ducks since 2006, 2007 during like the Dennis Dixon era. It's just a bit coincidence that my wife was from Portland and we ended up moving up here. But huge fan, definitely my favorite college football team. I actually went to Texas State down in San Marcos, like right in the middle of the Austin and San Antonio area. Our football team sucked for the most part. I think the best part about going to our games on Saturday was tailgating and drinking beer in the parking lot, but still love my Bobcats though. Alrighty, y'all, so that was a little bit behind the scenes footage of how my operation is currently set up. Definitely probably need to set aside a day or two to come up here and get better organized, but that's just kind of how it is reselling. Just wanted this section of the video to be super relatable, because I know a lot of times you see YouTube and like, man, how are they doing it like that? But I'm here to tell you, man, there is a lot of behind the scenes work that goes into it. And one of the main reasons I came up here was I did have like a couple of sales that I was trying to get together before the night was over. And nothing crazy. I mean, like today, not a whole lot going on. That's kind of how it is. It kind of ebbs and flows. Got like this little small, I think just like, it's like a sports bra for like girls. Sold for like $8 plus shipping. I think I paid like maybe 50 cents from the bin. So, I mean, super simple there. And also got like this Columbia. This one's actually new with tags. Picked this up in a video a while back, so if you've been kind of following me, you probably remember this vest right here. But somebody offered me 20 bucks for it. I believe they're in Canada, and the reason they offer it like such a low amount is I think the guy said the shipping was going to cost him like 25 bucks, so he wanted to be all in for like 50. So I was like, what the heck, I only spent maybe like $1, 2 tops on this. So might as well make a customer happy and then make a little bit of money as well. So that's what I did in this situation right here. And then got like a pair of these Nike Shocks right here. If you've been following me in the Deseret videos, I believe I picked these up for like $5 or $6. And I believe these end up selling for like 30 plus shipping, so like right at 40 bucks right here. So nothing too crazy. I mean, a couple of items that need to go out, but that's just kind of how reselling is. It's a day-to-day thing, and just never know kind of how one day it's going to flow into the next one.
Can't complain, everything is straight. I've been on the wave, but everything I say turn into the real thing. I tell her run it up, cause you know it ain't a thing. We made it out the slums, with the words on the page. Everything is straight. I've been on the wave, but everything I'm saying turn into the real thing. I've been living like I'm famous.
Alrighty, y'all, so I'm headed into the Goodwill outlet. This is my main outlet that I normally go to at least like 4 or 5 times a week at the airport location. So let's go in here, see what I can find. Alrighty, y'all, so I'm inside the Goodwill bins, and man, the music was so loud, I thought we was getting ready to party up in there. So I figured on this section I would just do a voiceover, kind of show you guys some of the items that I picked up. Didn't find a whole lot of clothing, but they did do like a shoe rotation as I was getting ready to leave, so I'll show you guys those once we get to that part. But here's just a basic pair of like Nike compression shorts, probably cost like 50 cents. Easily can get like somewhere around like 15 bucks on them, so nothing special right there. Then you got like this Nike Oregon Duck beanie. Probably going to keep this one right here for my personal collection. The rain will be back before we know it. I think I already got like maybe 2 or 3 of these, so I'll just add this one with it. And next up is just a pair of these Under Armour golf pants. I believe these are like a men's size 34-30. These usually sell somewhere around like 20-25 bucks. Definitely can't beat picking those up, given the fact that they easily cost less than like 2 bucks. And next up is this Columbia, like a packable rain jacket. This one right here, I believe it's like a men's size large. It has like the hood on the back that you can kind of snap. And super light. I believe this one right here probably costs easily less than like 2 bucks. And usually can get somewhere between like 25 and 35 for it. So definitely can't leave that behind at that cheap price. And next up is this Adidas Originals, like a black and camo track jacket. Believe this one right here is like a men's size medium. And then just got like a pair of these Adidas like leggings right here. Nothing special, probably like 50 cents to $1. Should be able to get like 20 on them. And this right here is just a generic Nike sports bra, super cheap, probably like 50 cents. Should be able to sell it for somewhere around like 15 bucks. And picked up these Adidas soccer shorts for youth. My strategy, as I always say, is to pick these up, keep them to the side, then lot them up once I have like 2 or 3 similar sizes. So that's the plan right there. Next up is just this New Era San Francisco Giants fitted cap right here. Nothing special. Probably easily costs like 50 cents and should be able to get like maybe like 15 bucks for it. So I mean, I'll take that right there. Definitely at the bins. And then lastly, we got like this Nike Oregon Ducks, like a thermal sideline hoodie right here in like the black and green colorway. Definitely can fit this one right here, but I think I already have like 10 or 12 duck hoodies in my personal collection. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one off to the next fan, but easily should be able to get like somewhere around like 30 bucks for this one right here. So not bad on like a $2 investment. Alrighty, y'all, so I thought I was actually done with the clothes, but there was like a pair of Nike like bike shorts hiding down at the bottom of my cart. And these right here, super light. Should be able to get a few bucks on them, so nothing special right there. And I believe these are like a newer style, so normally in those situations, they tend to sell a little bit better than some of the older Nike styles. But onto the shoes now. I found like a bunch of like OG big dog shoes. I think they're like size 18s, but after some research, I decided to keep both pair of them because they are pretty good. These right here are a pair of these OG 2002 Vince Carter Nike Shox right here. Again, like I said, a size 18, but the couple that are listed on eBay are listed really high. And I think I already have these listed and have watchers on them. And for the most part, given the fact that the shoes are old, they do have a little bit of, you know, wear on them here and there. But overall, they're really good. So hoping I can get these here sold here pretty quickly. Usually like to stay away from like the bigger sizes, but in this case right here, made an exception. And then same thing with these right here. Like I believe these are like the Nike Air Jordan 18s right here. Again, I'm guessing it's probably the same guy. Donated both pair because these are a size 18 as well. Looks like somebody did accept the best offer. They had them listed for like $225 or something like that. These right here already have watchers on them as well. And both pair of these big dogs probably should cost somewhere like 3 or 4 bucks. So you definitely can't pass on that because you can end up making a pretty good payday on like such a small low risk investment. And so next up are just a pair of these Nike Prestos right here for toddler. I believe it's like for toddler girls right here, like a 10C. So they are pretty dirty. Just got to clean these up. And after that, should be able to make a little bit on those right there. And then next up are a pair of these Nike Lunar Racer 3s right here. A little bit dirty, but once I spot clean them, put them in a washing machine, should be able to get like somewhere around like 40 bucks for them. So definitely can't leave those behind at the bins for like $2. It's just a pair of these mids right here in like the black and cool gray colorway. These right here should do pretty good. I think one just sold for like 60 bucks. Definitely couldn't pass these up on like a $2 investment. And these are like a taller 12 or 13C. Got like another pair of Air Jordans right here. They had a bunch of Jordans at the bins today. I know a couple other guys had some as well. Once you get these cleaned up, I think there'll be a pretty good payday here. There was like a little bit of separation on like the left toe box, but man, to pay Ben's prices, definitely couldn't leave those behind for like that little small flaw right there. Once you get that sealed up, still should do pretty good right there. And if these were at like the retail store, even with that, they probably would have been like 40, maybe even 50 bucks sometimes. So definitely going to grab them. And next up are a pair of these Nike Air Max 270s. Kind of on the fence whether I want to sell these or not. Could do pretty well if I were to sell them. Been wanting a pair for a while, and these right here are my size. So not really sure what I'm going to do with them. I'm just going to get them home, get them cleaned up, and then kind of go from there. And then lastly are a pair of these Hokas right here. And if you've been kind of following sneakers, especially like running sneakers, these are probably some of the best in the business. They usually sell pretty quick and for a decent amount. And so if you can find them at the bins for like around like $2, definitely a good day right there. Alrighty, y'all, so I just wrapped up inside of the outlet, and when I first made it in there, I was kind of going through some of the bins, and it really had to feel like it was going to be a really rough day. But what ended up saving this trip was the last shoe rotation that they literally did right when I was getting ready to leave. And I was talking to a lady in there, and I was telling her she had found like a couple of good pair of shoes, and as I was getting ready to leave, you guys didn't see these on camera. She came up to me and asked me if I wanted these, because they were too big for her. She actually had 2 pair for me. So these right here are like the T-Mac 3s right here, in really good shape. I mean, nothing's wrong with them. Again, she just goes for like smaller shoes, and I believe these are like a size 11.5 right here. She said they were just a little too big for what she likes to pick up. So I was like, of course I'll take these right here. So these should do pretty good right here. And then she also had a pair of these 13s right here. These right here need like some laces, and they need to be cleaned up a bit. The suede's really dirty. And so, but to only pay like maybe like $3 for these 4 tops, I mean, you definitely can't beat that right there. So I'll actually hang on to these for a while, put the work in, get some laces, and then get these listed and kind of see what ends up happening. So yeah, overall, I mean, not a lot of clothes in there, but towards the end, again, like I said, the shoe haul literally saved the day. So I mean, I'm grateful for that right there. Alrighty, y'all, so it's 25% off day at Better Bargain. So I want to stop over here real quick before I end up heading home, but I actually need to hurry because my wife is waiting on me to get back so she can leave with one of our oldest boys and go do some shopping. So let's go in here and see what they got. Y'all, for a minute I thought this was going to end up being like a blank trip, but did come up on like 2 pretty good shoe finds. So first I got these 6 rings right here at $13, but these are at least 25% off. I can't remember which code is like the 50% off, but even at 25% off at the bare minimum should bring these down a few bucks. You got like the Nike Cortez Force Gumps right here at like 19, but at least 25% off of these right here, and these are selling for pretty good amounts as well. So basically thought this was going to be a waste of time, waste of gas, but Better Bargains came through.
This might be all that I know. Think it's okay. I've got a long way to grow. At my own pace. Go the long way. No one taught me how to walk, but I figured it out fine.